What did the typical day look like on tour for you?
So typically, wake up like early-ish, depending on the drive, but it was never enough sleep. You always woke up like, "Whoa," and yeah, just get to the van, start driving. Usually you'd stop for breakfast. Usually it was a McDonald's or something like that. It was never anything crazy. And you're just driving for the most of the morning. This is usually when I would try to sleep a little in the van, which can be very hit or miss depending on the situation there. But um, once you got once we got to the venue, I would usually help everybody unload everything and then go on a walk around the venue, just kind of getting a feel for like not only just like the vibes and just kind of like what it's like, but also like what are some good points I could try to shoot from, what are some good angles, things of that nature, what is the production looking like type thing. Um, so then afterwards, usually try to eat something either with the buyout or if there was catering, and then from that until showtime, I would just usually try to hang out in the green room around the band in case they were, some like moments came up for content or anything like that. Usually people were kind of just sitting around on their phones, but I tried to stay present just in case something came up. Um, then showtime, shoot the set. Immediately afterwards, I would go to the green room and start editing, loading and editing. Unless I was shooting for someone else on the tour, there's a couple where shooting for multiple bands, so I'd have to do that. But once I was done there, I'd just try to either get the edits done or at least get a good chunk of it done before the end of the night, so that at least I could um, get a head start on that. After the show, help with the loadout, help with like loading out the gear and whatnot. Head to the van and then go to where we were staying, a hotel, someone's house, or if it was a drive, do that. If I had to finish up any editing, I'd try to get that done, and then finally go to sleep.
It sounds fun, but it also sounds like just nonstop work. Like you are technically like on the job 24/7.
Absolutely, you're on in a way at all
Yeah.
times. Since some people can thrive off that energy, like I don't think I'm one of those people, but it took me a while to figure that out.
Now, did you ever do a tour where you had they had production for the whole tour, or was it always kind of house lights and whatever you had?
For the most part, it was the house lights. Sometimes I remember a couple runs with like Seaway. They're always a support band, or usually the support band, and the headliner would let them like use a couple lights for their set. Never anything super extravagant,
Yeah.
but something better than the usual house lights. But
Yeah.
usually it
Just
was just whatever the venue was going to throw at you.
yeah, just enough to tease the crowd and also allow you to get some cool shots, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Wasn't
Yeah.
wasn't su- wasn't as common, but it was cool whenever that did happen because I'm like, yes, finally something different to work with here.